Hey guys, it's Mr. Ballion back here. What I'd like to do today is review again and further evolve our understanding of orthographic drawings or generating views, for example, and observing. More importantly to me, I'm not asking you to do this just because Ballion wants you to do. You guys are all design students and this is part of the fundamentals. And of course, there are numerous ways of going about understanding how to draw things a certain way. Okay, so and I said to you guys I want to keep things intuitive and not too technical. So let's see what I'll do with the same exercise, and I'm going to evolve it further as well as review one of the students' work as well. And I'm not mentioning any names, and this has come very similar to many that I've received so far. And this is perfectly normal, and what I'm going to do is give you suggestions for improvements, okay? So let's go on that side. I know. Okay, here we are. Okay, I'm in here now, all right. One thing I got to tell you guys, okay, here's a couple things. The drawing I did yesterday here, I really like this. I've been thinking about this for quite some time now. Well, it's been a day. All right, so if I look at this one here, right, I like this one because it's loose, okay? This is a little more technical because I'm following the procedures of generating drawings a certain way, right? Okay. So let me just explain a couple more things for you guys, okay? So I'm going to go with this right here. So I think it's important for us to think about our views, okay? And for example, I have this drawing here. I'm going to put another color here, and let's make this really big because I'm going to give you an arrow. So to me, this is it right here, right there. That's that view, okay? So if I was to draw the other view, what's the easiest way to do that? Okay, so one thing could be to trace over the drawing, trace over this and then mirror it, put it on the window in your place and draw over it. Sure, I did that in architecture school, okay? So if you don't have a light table, what are you gonna do, right? Okay, or you gotta think it through. Here's another method, okay? So let's see. And I'm gonna bring this here, I'm just gonna zoom in. I'm just gonna focus on this guy right here, okay? So I know this is the drawing, and yeah, I have the ability to flip this over, duplicate the layer, all that jazz, no problem. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Look, I'm gonna make a ground plane, okay? And I'm gonna say X positive, X negative. Where should I put the negative? There, whatever, okay. Okay, so how do we mirror these things? Okay, all right, let's go with pink or fuchsia. All right, let's see what I can do here. All right, so look at this. This is an example, okay? So shift would be good right now. Okay, there. Take that across, and I'm gonna take this across. That's all I'm gonna do right now. Okay, so if I have a point here, and I'm gonna kind of measure this out and say roughly that's the amount right about here, and I'm gonna come down here, okay? So there's that. So you realize the minute I pick these 2 points, like, so you can see this angle here, and I'm just drawing that way over and over. That angle has to be the same in the other view. So for me, I can't draw backwards, so I need to rotate my sheet, and so I could just do this. And then I'm gonna kind of ghost it a few times and pop it in here, see? Okay, so I'll bring it back, and I'll go there, okay? So there you go. Whatever angle you do here has to be the same on the other side, guys. Look, I mean, this is really extreme, right? Now I realize here, looking at this, really, it's somewhere like even less of an angle. It's something like that. So it doesn't matter. I just drew it this way. That's what I observed. Good enough. Oh, wait a minute. No, my drawing is up here, actually. So anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, so that's what I'm saying to you guys, all right? This is cool. So whatever that angle you draw one side, you got to keep it the same. That's the message. That's it. That's it. Next. Now, let's figure out this angle here. So it's something like this, right? And, you know, there's so many ways to kind of understand what you're doing. So I'll just come over here and I'll go across. Watch this. So I'm using geometry, okay? So I'm just saying this is one portion, and then I'll come down and I'll just go like this. Look, there, okay? And I'm just making my own version here. The next item is obviously, well, this should have been something like this. So there's that, and then there's this business here. Okay, cool. All right, that goes across like this, and then something of an angle on the back. Okay, so where's this little jog? Right here, right here. I want to find that. I just come across here, done. Okay, so look at this now. If I go up here, I have this little bit, okay? So there's that little, it's probably half of that. Ooh, not bad. Okay, so I'll just go half of this distance is somewhere here. Maybe, it's here, sorry, and I'll just go like this right now, look. See? Look guys, I'm just making this stuff up, okay? Maybe proportionally I'm off, doesn't matter, okay? But the idea is this is a way of looking at things and saying, yeah, maybe, or it should have come from here to here like that. Okay, let me just get rid of that. So basically what you're doing is you're chalking out. You're basically saying, I think this is what I'm seeing. You're taking rectangles, you are trying to study this proportionally, okay? So you're saying, okay, this would be a perfect rectangle here, but half of that, whatever. Like you're just trying to come up with ideas, okay? And reflecting on what you see. So looking at this, Balian, you're way, way off. This angle is crazy, okay? So look, I'll do this again. So I'll look at this and I'll go, yeah, you know what? Here, let's simplify my life again. Let's just draw this rectangle here, boom, right here. Overall, let's pretend this is it, right? Okay. Maybe that's too wide. Okay, I'll fix it now. Still too wide. Fix it again. No big deal. Okay, so we know there's something here that goes like that. Good. This comes down here. Cool. And there's something like this going on here. Okay. And this angle is coming down. It's not as steep as this one here. As long as you guys do both drawings the same way, I'm good with it. Okay, so look. All right, there. Now maybe it's not as steep as before, all right? So you could show. And for you guys who have access, I could also do this where it kind of straightens out my lines. Look at that, hey? Isn't that sweet? I'm not using that, but I could. Okay, the next thing is somewhere down here, I'm just chalking this out, okay? So I'm just kind of getting a sense of what I'm doing. Look, there, okay? And you're saying, no, Mr. Oh, what is that? Get rid of that. Okay, see, that's why I don't like using that kind of stuff. There. Okay, so this part comes over, great, okay? So here you are, you're just learning, you're observing, and you're going, oh wow, there's something going on here that's kind of like triangular, great. And then you're saying, wow, this curve here, okay, is in, let's see here, 1, 2, like it kind of tapers, right? Okay, so I'll just go in here and I'll just do that. So if you're drawing the other side again, Balian, so, hold shift instead, boom, take this across, take that across, take this across, take this across. This is very technical now, right? So you go, boom, you got something like that going on here, got this going on here, and somewhere here I've got this little triangle going. See, roughly you're kind of like, look, there, okay, there, that's nice. Then try to get this distance, here, look, and I'll just go up here, and I'll say, okay, roughly, I'm eyeballing. You guys can, on a piece of paper, you just take your thumb and you kind of measure, or you take a pencil, you go, you know what, this much, or you take a ruler and say, oh yeah, it's 1.5 inches. Boom, 1.5 inches on that side, you're good to go, okay? So here's my box, and I'm saying like this goes across here, there, something like that, here. Okay, so do your best to simply make both your drawings, okay, as similar as possible, because really technically this is mirrored over. That's all that is, okay? So I'll just go over here and I'll just go boom. So see, now I'm looking at these two going, yeah, they're quite similar. Good enough. Isn't that nice? Okay, there. That's pretty good. Now if you want to add more details later, sure, you could say, you know what, where this thing turns and comes down to about here, okay? So let me bring that line tool in. And I'll just go something like that. Okay, there. And like, oh, I don't like that line. It's too thick. But anyway, that's the idea. Okay, so try to get things going that way as well. Now let's look at the front view, okay? Make my line a little thinner. Oops. Oh, yeah, let's get rid of that. That's not. Okay, let's try that again, Valiant. All right, let's go brighter. Okay, so look, guys, if you're doing the front view, okay, somewhere else like this, and you're saying, yeah, I've got this, Mr. Bellion, I've got this. I know it's a rectangle. Great. This comes in here. Great. Okay, and this is halfway here, and I'm just gonna round this out here. Okay, good. Got that. How sweet. Look at that. There's kind of an angle to it here. Very nice. Okay. So we've got this, and we're just keeping it rough, but it's accurate, right? And then there's the lines that go across. Beautiful. Feel free, in my opinion, I think if you start coloring these things, you'll have fun, okay? You kind of connect to it further, in my opinion, okay? So there it is. Boom. Okay, there's this one. Now, if you're going to draw the other side, and you start drawing here, which is perfectly fine, and you say, here it is, Mr. Bellion, I've got this and that. That's it that this drawing is showing me. I'm saying to you, that's okay. However, this height has to be the same as over there. So what I would do instead, let's go to brown, and I'm just going to go across like this. Look, I'm going to take the same idea here. I'm going to go across. Boom. Sorry, I should have taken, here. It's really shallow here, this angle. So what I'm going to do is basically take the same width and draw it here, like that, okay? So the back view is going to have this guy here, look, see? And then there's this part here, and obviously you don't have to draw this part. If you want to, go ahead. And then you can say, Mr. Bellion, this is it. This is all you've got. Look, don't taper it. Don't do this. That's in perspective, right? Avoid. Okay, there it is. So this is here. This is what we got in the back. So if I look at this myself and say, oh yeah, this student has it. Proportionally, everything is accurate. See? 1 and 2. That's accurate. I'm good to go. All right. So here's simplified further suggestions to improve a drawing. Okay. So I'm just going to hide this layer completely. Going to go down here. Awesome work from our student here. And here it is. Okay. So watch what I'll do. How can I improve this? Right? That just reduce. Okay. There it is. There's a layer. Boom. Okay. Here's the quick message for you guys. I'm going to go with some kind of a pink here. Fuchsia. It's not coming. Anyway, it doesn't matter. All right, let's go with pencil. So watch what I'll do right now. For me, my eyes are doing this. My eyes are doing this. Look, like this, right here. Okay, there you go. Continue. Look at this. Here's what my eyes are doing. Going across and saying, yep, that's it right there. The drawing has to fit within that. Okay, so if I look at this right now, I can go, okay, let's go different color. So this is great. I've got this one here. I've got something here, turning. There's this happening. Okay, there's this happening on an angle here. It's really fast. I'm just going like that, okay? So there it is, okay? So that drawing underneath needs to be the same angle reversed, okay? So you can come up here and whatever, like you can take the same drawing that you drew here, okay? So just make sure it stays within the same line, okay? So I can come in here. I'm gonna draw it a little lower, really fast, and I'm just gonna do this, okay? Here, boom, same angle. I'll go in here and I'll just go and do that. And I'm drawing reverse direction that I'm used to as a lefty, okay? So there's that, and somewhere here there's this, and that kind of, so you try to knock everything as closely as possible. So it's easier for me to do this drawing, not below. That's too hard for me, okay? Way too hard. So I want to simplify my life, right? So here's what I'll do. Look, if this is what you drew here, look, and that's the line, and yeah, something like that. This is straight, right? Here, let me just zoom in here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so look how rough that is. Beautiful, love rough. Okay, so look, here we go. I'm just going to mirror everything. Look, right there. Okay, take this one across. Are we at a different color? Not yet. Okay, check this out. Right here. Okay, so I'm going to bring that line tool here. It's going to go like that. Okay, so I think, I think it's from here to here. Okay, so I'll just go like that. See? So now I've got the same thing on the other side, all right? Okay, let's get rid of that. I like the free flow approach. And this is coming down here. See? This angle, that angle, okay? So I'm looking at this. Oh yeah, something like that, eh? Cool, okay. Here, look at this. I've got that, and there's some kind of an angle coming down here this far. Well, look, right there. I'll take that far, okay? And then I'll just bring this in, bring it in. So it's kind of nice here, right? I know what's going on, guys, so don't worry about it. Look, There, see? Command Z. Let's just do that over. And I know that from here to here, I need to, here, let me just see, what angle can I draw in like this? Yeah, ghost a few times, and then knock it, and boom, there it is, okay? And that's how I draw on paper, so that's why you're seeing it that way, okay? So look, now I've got this and that being very similar, much easier, right? Look how scrappy I'm drawing, loose. Nope, like you don't have to go, oh, hey, oh, my lines don't match. Don't worry about it, just get the idea down. To me, this is completely acceptable because you are understanding the method, okay? Awesome. So now we've got that, okay? So let's do the top view really fast, okay? So watch, I'm gonna change another color now. Let's go with this kind of green. Watch this, look how cool this is, okay? So even, look, I know this is on an angle, right? So all you do is you just go, even though that's not how it looks above, so let's just do this anyway. There, and there. Somewhere in here, we know, let's take the center line for example right now. Just go like that, whatever. Okay? So, and if that's the angle, and then everything, we know that it's tapered. So we need to find the thickness of this, right? Well, the thickness is right here on this drawing. So here's the front view underneath, right? So I'm going to take that and rotate it there using my fingers here. And I'm saying, oh yeah, the front is something like that. So the back needs to be a little narrower. So I'll just bring it in a bit like that, okay? So let's bring our line tool here. Just basically, I'm just going to do this, do that, there, okay? That is, like, you know, this is not exactly as the picture, but it's the right idea. See, because I did this crazy angle here, whoa. Get rid of that line, thank you. This technically needs to be like this here right now. There it is. And if you want to round that out a bit, there you go. Okay, and then this would be on an angle. You would see that if this was actually drawn like this, okay? But in reality, what we're doing here, because I over-exaggerated this angle, in reality, look what we're seeing here. All we're seeing is this from the top view, okay? Really, it's this, that. You don't see anything else, okay? So you just go boom, that's it. And then there's this little notch out here, okay? So this drawing here, watch what I'll do. Let's hope this works. Command C, Command V, yeah, it worked. Watch, I'll bring it here, okay? And I'm gonna increase the volume, the size. That is roughly right. Let me just bring it below so you guys don't get even more confused. I'll bring it here, look, right here, right there. So this cannot be any wider. That's the message, okay? So let me just do a super erase here really fast. So, oh, wrong layer, of course, because that copied and paste. So look, okay? So this here, right? This drawing here, so now I could, let me lock it and change the color really quickly. Put it, okay, so there it is. I'm gonna make it more, whatever, it doesn't matter, okay? It's all good, right here. Okay, so now, because it's in a different layer, I can move it. So I'm gonna bring it to where I wanted it originally, so I'll just erase that one. Bear with me, guys. Okay, sorry, here. Okay, listen, cheers, here we go. Bye-bye, right? So that's where, if you want it on top, that's where it would be, okay? So there's that drawing, oops, Command Z. I have to move that one. So I could have moved it up here. See, at the end of the day, that's the right, okay? That is the right width. That's what I'm looking for, the right width overall, okay? So you can't all of a sudden say the top is really, why can't I draw? Oh, because I locked it. Okay, so what you can't say is the top view is this, Mr. Bellion. Here you go. Look, even though you got the right idea, right? But now you're saying, am I using the principles of orthographic drawing, which is one drawing feeds the other one? So what you're looking at it, oh, what does that mean? Well, if this is the width, that's got to be the width. If this is the height, I can't draw an elevation here like this. I can't do that because now I'm not in proportion. Okay, so that brings me to the front view, right? Okay, so let's say you had your front view right here. Look, boom, boom, like this. So I'm just going to do that one right now really fast. Okay, there. And you had this line over there. Good. And you had another one here, and we divided this in half, and then we did something like that. Okay, and then boom, you turn this. Okay, there. I'm just going to zoom in here so you guys can just focus on this part here. Okay, so you want to round it off after, feel free to do that. And again, I'm going to repeat myself and say, nothing is stopping you from coloring this. When you color, your brain is working at coloring, but you're thinking of something without any stress. Okay, so look, there. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so now I'm going to mirror this to the back view, right? So look, what do I know? I know the only thing that I know right now is this and that width right there cannot change. Boom, roughly like this. Okay, so I should be maybe about here. Okay, no problem. Right there. Okay, so what do we know about the back view? Well, we know that the back view is not the same as the front view. Okay. What does that mean? Oops. There we go. Look. Oh, look, there's something up here, something here, here. These are the 4 lines that I need across. Hands down, that's it. So let's go. Let's take something here. Boom. Okay, so let's say it's something like one more Z. Let me just bring it to, let's say, about there. Okay, cool. And then I know when there's one from below. Okay, so it's kind of like the same, almost the same distance, height. Okay, but a little different. Let's see, space bar, cross. Good. Here's what I'm going to do. Look. There. Okay, look at that. We're done. You want to add this part? Go for it. Yeah, you don't need it. Okay, just saying. So now when I'm looking at this, I'm going to rough it out now so it's kind of nice and loose. I'm going to say, oh yeah, look, the height is good, the width is good, and in the end, you've got information. Fantastic. Check, check. That's it. We're done. Okay? So at the end of the day, guys, I know this is like maybe the 3rd attempt at this. To me, it's important to just get things overall to be the same proportion. Okay? All right, so proportionally, now you're understanding to analyze. You're analyzing by reflecting and saying, yeah, you know what, there's an opening here, there's a smaller one here, and then what's that actual opening? Well, that's relative to pencils. And it has to be larger than a pencil for it to work, right? Because we all have different sizes. So that's thinking later. That's like a mechanical thinking, right? Right now, you're just observing, reflecting, and demonstrating a certain style of communication, okay? And that's what this is. And enjoy my doodles here. And what I'll do underneath, later on, you'll see that I'll just go into the marker mode, and I'll just get in here, and I'll just have fun, right? I'll just come in here and go, yeah, you know what? It's right here. Mr. Valiant, that part is done. Look at this. Look how cool it is. It's so much fun, right? Just go like this, done. Right? You want to change the color in the front? Let's do it. Okay? Okay? Right there. Look at that. These are supposed to connect, right? 1, 2, 3, right across. And then let me look at the picture here. Let's see the front. Where are you? Right there. Okay, so that's it's all the same color, but this area here the tone is a little darker. So what I'll do is I'll go a little lighter above, okay, somewhere over here. And I'll just fill this up, look, like that, the value, right? And here it is, like really, really fast. Okay, I'm just gonna come in, well, there, like this as a cross should start somewhere here, there. Okay, now let's pretend that's done really quickly. And I'm gonna go a tad darker and I'm gonna hit these guys, see? At the end of the day, that's what we got. That was fun. To me it is, anyway, okay? And then if you were drawing the top, watch, I'll press I here. I mean, coloring in, you just go, that's it right here. This is all one color. It's a lot of fun, okay? It's an opportunity for you guys. You can do this in pencil, crayons. It doesn't matter to me, okay? So I'm gonna take this color here and just right here, like that, okay? I think that's what it is, and I'll take this back one, just guessing right now because I don't have the picture in front of me. I'll have something like that. Okay, that's it. This is it. This is your drawing. Okay, so again, everything is proportional. That's the idea. All right. And again, I love this loose style of drawing here. Okay, I'm bowing it out. See ya. Hope this helps.